Outlet Liquor is your place to buy a case. Stock up and save when you shop the lowest prices available every day at Outlet Liquor. You never have to wait for a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Only at Outlet Liquor.
What's your outlet?
Folks, welcome to Trainwreck tonight, 348, sponsored by Your Place to Buy a Case all summer long, and especially in the middle of July. Outlet Liquor, George Urban Boulevard in Depew. Your Place to Buy a Case. Tell Rich that Trainwreck and the Wrecking Crew sent you. But besides that, I mean, it is as light as it is going to get all year because we are on the eve of craziness. We are on the week of, that rookies are getting set to report for, the initial part of training camp. Obviously, the full team will be reporting next week. So we are just about 7 to 8 days away from some serious craziness here in the Buffalo world. But just a weekend recap. I mean, it doesn't get any crazier than the taste of Buffalo. Hope everybody was able to get there, have a great weekend, have a great, time with family, friends, if you went there to go see them. Besides that, there was a ton going on this weekend, from the Justition event, bubble hockey event, to Crossbar Athletics' second annual 3v3 basketball tourney. So excited to see what, will grow out of that, what will come out of these weekends. But we have that in the weekend vlog, so we won't talk too much about that. The one thing that we really do have to recap is Carlos Alcaraz winning another major. So very exciting of him taking that down. You have McIntyre yesterday taking on the Scottish Open in a very exciting way. So there was no assortment of excitement, even though it was just kind of the wind down weekend for, most sports before All-Star weekend or All-Star beginning of the week here in the MLB. So, a lot to take in there. You have Caitlin Clark with some dominant WNBA performances. You have the Fever going on the road and getting a win there. And I think they're kind of playing their way into playoff contention now. So that's very exciting and very awesome to see. And then you have the weather, which unfortunately was a little bit of a drama, a little bit of a thing with people and me getting after it today. The weather, people basically saying that it's not ice, it's hail. When I was saying that ice chunks were coming down, ice is by hail is by definition ice. So it's like, when I call it a rectangle and you say, no, it's a square, kind of inappropriate for you to do that, unfortunately. With that said, obviously one thing that we're always welcome, one thing that we're always happy to welcome onto the show is WUFO Sports Muki Hawkins. So let's bring him in now and let's see what Muki has to say. All right, folks, you know him, you love him. Let's get him on here. It's time for WUFO Sports Muki Hawkins. Muki, how are we doing? How are we feeling after that warm, hot weekend?
I definitely got a good opportunity to work on my tan. I definitely could say that, Maniac. So, when I get an opportunity to do that, it was a good weekend, but it was definitely hot, humid, busy. Shout out to the city, doing great things in the community. Stevie Johnson, his great event at Delaware Park. I had 7-on-7, at the field house Saturday as well. Taste of Buffalo was going on. I had a little league tournament Saturday and Sunday in Rochester. So, yeah, I had a pretty busy weekend.
Yeah, we talk about the dog days, but that's more for like late June. Now that we get into that middle July, things are happening. The wheels are moving on stuff for sure. And with that said, obviously, like we were talking about in the pre-show, it's going to be, training camp before we know it. So obviously fans always have their eyes on you, always tune to your feed, for training camp Bills updates. With that said, obviously people are starting to speculate. They're rolling out their shows. They're starting everything. What are you seeing out there? And I guess what to you with, a week, rookies and everyone checking in later this week. We obviously have another week and a half before everyone checks in. What's the biggest storyline for you right now with this Bills team?
The biggest storyline is obviously, is how quickly will Josh get chemistry with, these new set of weapons that he has. Mind you that Khalil Shakur is the only guy in the wide receiver room that's caught a pass from Josh Allen. So, how quickly will, those guys will be able to, develop that type of chemistry, game speed, so to speak, as training camp picks up. We all know training camp is going to be very intense. So, it's how much in sync with his offense be now, knowing that he has new weapons. That probably would be the biggest storyline. And then, obviously the wide receivers, right? That's the biggest, competition battle of them all. So, got that and, a few other things. But biggest storyline for sure. Josh
Right
Allen.
now, it's got to be the pass catchers. You hit the nail on the head there, whether it's the lack of continuity or the changeover for the position, however you want to describe it. Obviously, that's going to be a big thing that Bills fans are going to have their eyes on. Once, the ice seems to break at training camp, do you think there's any other storyline that might emerge? I mean, I'm thinking maybe the secondary with some of the turnover there. Obviously, McDermott likes to tinker, especially on the defensive side of things. So I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe some craziness there. And then, maybe the running back room, James Cook. I mean, this is a big year for him. Anything you think it might emerge closer to the end of July once we've had maybe a week or two of practices?
Well, James Cook is solidified as RB1, coming off the breakout season that he did have last year. You want to see, will we see more of that going into this season? I mean, James Cook got off to a late start with Brady under the helm. They had a little bit more balanced attack in the run game. So I do see up in James Cook's production. He is a McCaffrey type player that, can run the ball, and, he's a pass catcher as well. So it'll be exciting to see how Brady is really going to, get an opportunity to use him, for a full complete year with the production that, James Cook was able to do in so much of a short period of time. What he was able to produce, top 5 leading rushers in the NFL. In some games, it didn't even seem like he, even was even a part of the offense.
Absolutely.
So, it's good to see that. I do believe that the Bills are going to have more balance. I like Ray Davis. I like the rookie there. Ty Johnson definitely brings you some veteran leadership who knows the program. So, overall, it's a good receiver room. And then you got Frank Gore that you can develop. So I think they got some good pieces. And, I'm telling you, everybody's going to love Ray Davis. Mighty Mouse.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, believe me, in those highlights, he did not look like an easy man to bring down. And when he gets going, he gets going. And that's perfect segue to this next topic, Muki, because, whether it's the betting markets or whether it's the national pundits, there seems to be kind of this sentiment based on what we saw down the stretch of last year, especially with the James Cook emergence, like you said, that this could be a little bit of a run heavier offense. Now, again, we're not talking about, a 1998 offense where we're giving a running back, 30 carries or anything like that. But based on what we saw from Brady, kind of making, and he's even alluded to himself, I think he mentioned on Eric Wood's pod, it was about making the defense kind of respect everything, not just being able to drop back into quarters and, kind of contain Allen. So with that said, and with that all noted, with the gambling numbers being a little down, with the pundits saying what they're saying, do you see this offense leaning more to the run, or do you think this is kind of perfect camouflage for Coach Joe? Let's let him think that it's going to be run, and we come back out and we do just the opposite, which is always the goal in the NFL.
Well, I think they're going to be more balanced. You saw that under Brady that, this team was more balanced. One game it was the passing, but, in other games, it was a little bit more run-heavy oriented. Now, again, with a full offseason under his belt, how does Coach Brady really incorporate that into a consistent game plan each week, right? So that's going to be the thing. I think it's still going to be more pass oriented because you got Josh Allen, right? Like it has to be. It just has to be.
Yeah.
But how they run the ball will be different, and how efficient and effective will the run game be to the point where it sets up the passing game. So you're going to see a lot of more run that sets up the pass under Brady more than under Dorsey pass and whatever run, if they dare run. You'll see some more balance with Brady, but this definitely goes to Josh. Josh has a lot of athleticism, as far as the receiver room. He's probably the more athletes that Josh has ever had in his career. So it's no knock to Gabe Davis or Stephon Diggs. I think Josh just has more athleticism. Steph, 6'1" at best, our double team in the bracket coverage, take Josh's eyes off of Steph, right? But when you're 6'4" and you're bracketed or you're double team, Josh, he still can easily see a guy that's 6'4" draped over a bunch of 6-foot corners, right? So more athleticism for Josh. So I think you'll see more efficient numbers from him as well.
Okay, I like that. Speaking of pass catchers and speaking of stepping up, one guy who gets no shortage of attention, Keon Coleman. We saw a lot of footage of him working last week, whether it's drills. It looks like the quick change direction is something that he's really working on this offseason. So I would love your input. Obviously he's a rookie coming in, but this is a guy who could be potentially getting number one looks, alongside Shakir, alongside Kincaid in that offense. So if you were him, or from what you're looking at with Keon Coleman, what do you think is the biggest thing he needs to work on between now and, maybe the first preseason game, and especially September 8th for that home opener?
Just the playbook. Just digesting the playbook, because it's going to be a lot thrown at him, so as long as he just can digest the playbook, Josh is going to find ways to get on the ball. It's not going to be a forced thing, but they're going to know when and where to give him the ball. Again, he showed y'all that he could run all the routes. The biggest knock on him, really, that everybody's keep talking about is the 4.640 that nobody here in Buffalo care about. Obviously,
nobody cares.
Care about, So the Bills got Keon Coleman in this deal because, again, the Bills have a good eye on, talent, and they know how to use that talent and incorporate it in their system. So he can run all the routes. You're going to see him line up all over the place. And, they definitely got a good plan for Keon, and he's going to complement the offense quite well. I do see double-digit touchdowns for Keon Coleman.
Okay. All right, fantasy owners, you heard what's in. Might not be on the yard side, but double-digit touchdowns will make him a usable receiver in fantasy for certain. So you kind of alluded to it, Muki. Obviously, everyone knows you want to stay healthy. You want to, keep this roster in good shape, throughout the preseason. You don't want to lose anybody in training camp. We want to work on the pass catchers and their bond with Josh. But with that said, as a team, is there anything specific that this Bean McDermott organization needs to achieve before September 8th? Is there anything that you're looking for specifically, or maybe just hitting the groove? Anything specific that we're looking for this next month and a half before we start the season?
Yeah, I want to see an undefeated preseason. I want this team firing out. I want this team, setting the tone. And letting everybody know that, hey, yeah, we lost a lot of Pro Bowlers. We lost a lot of leadership and veteran players, but we got some young and hungry dogs out here that just is not going to, accept losing at any cost, whether it's preseason going into the regular season. This mindset of this team now still should be, a championship, caliber team, with the younger guys, because you have the championship caliber pieces in Josh Allen, Matt Milano. You still got Von Miller. You got a seasoned AJ Epineza and Greg Rousseau. You have an offensive line who's back as well. So they have a lot of core pieces that is still around that can make this team be what it needs to be. So I just want them to come out and be fiery and aggressive during this preseason. But we'll see with these competitions, with this. I don't know. Is it in the receivers? Will it be 6? Will it be good enough for the Bills to hold 6? I say Chase Claypool will make this team.
Okay, that's a dark horse pick. There's some people who are saying he's nothing more. There's some people that are just saying that he's nothing more than a camp body, and that he hasn't been able to get traction with other organizations. He won't be able to get traction here. So I think you saying that he's going to be a part of this offense and a part of this team is kind of a little bit of a dark horse thing.
It's so disrespectful.
I'm not. What did I do? I'm just saying what other people said.
Not you. No, we know it's not coming from you. We're not shooting the messenger here.
Yeah,
but let's just keep in mind of Chase Claypool, right? He's 25 years old.
Young man.
You consider him as a dark horse. He was on the Bills' radar last year, and I'm quite sure he was on the radar during the draft process. So you're going to watch. Chase Claypool is going to make this team, and a lot of people is going to love Chase Claypool. Because, again, Chase Claypool is going to be out there against teams 2s and 3s kind of beginning of preseason. And I'm telling you now, he's going to dominate those 2 and 3s as he should, as he's supposed to. Once he does that, then that's going to solidify him on this roster. Having Chase Claypool as the 6th wide receiver is letting you know how really deep, young, and athletic this wide receiver room really is. And again, first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. Great pick by the Bills on picking up Claypool. They're going to know how to unlock his talent.
I like it. A lot of good points made right there by WUFO Sports. Muki, Hawkins. Muki, obviously we are talking about the remainder of the summer before we get into the football season, but let's just talk the remainder of the summer, overall. So we had a great weekend. Obviously you were tapping in at the Crossbar Athletics event with Stevie Johnson after. Did you do anything fun Saturday night or Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday night I went to Electric City.
Oh, okay. Never a bad night there.
Yeah, I enjoyed Stone City Band. They performed live. Rick James, band there. So, hometown legends, you always got to go and get a piece of that whenever Stone City is in the city. So yeah, I had an awesome weekend, man, to cap things off. So real excited. One more week away, you know, for a training camp to begin. You know, a lot of the guys, well, I know the rookies are here right now, just getting everything just situated and stuff like that. So, you know, we're 1 week away, and another competition battle is that cornerback. You know, Benford and Elam part 3?
Yeah.
Is it part 3? So
yeah,
now
it's
you
the
got
battle that never ends. We'll be very interested to see a lot of people expecting a bounce back year from 24 over there, Kair Elam. Or wait, did he change his number? No, he's still 20.
number.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he's
changed
5.
number. Okay,
He's
yep, 5.
5.
Yep, 5. Gotcha. Okay.
You know,
But
so.
yeah, looking forward to rewrite the narrative as well as change the number. But speaking of narrative, Muki, what do you got for the rest of the summer? What is Muki Hawkins' goal between now and like September 1st? So we got anything we want to do? Want to go on a nice trip? Want to take a vacation? Want to put in that work? Want to get that team ready for the season? What are we doing?
Well, yeah, that's what it's boiled down for me. Just getting my team ready. I'm double dipping with high school and little league this year. I think I got one of the top 12U. I got one of the top 12U players probably in this region for sure. And you know, you'll get an opportunity to take a look at that guy, and you see I'm rocking my, you know, my high school right now.
I was gonna say that's not the Atlanta Falcons, folks. Don't be you know better than that with Muki.
That's Bill's blue over there. That's Bill's blue. All right,
you know. See that.
That's Bill's blue a little bit. Health Science Falcons, you know, Class B champs, you know, 4 out of the past, 5 years, you know, we've been Class B champions. So we got a young team there. I'm really excited about that. So, you know, I got to take care of business this week. And then obviously we'll be at St. John's Fisher to, you know, to get the real deal Holyfield, right?
Seriously. Yeah. You're going to, on the 28th, we're going to be at Ziggy's after practice. You're coming and stopping by, right?
You already know I'm popping up like a computer virus. Maniac, you know that already.
Let's go. Let's go. Shout out Muki. Muki, got anybody you want to shout out before you sign off here on TT 348? My goodness.
Yeah, I want to shout out, you know, my boy Don Brown. Make sure y'all go comp his latest and greatest. You know what I mean? Check him out on Spotify. Send a shout out to Poncho's Army. You know what I mean? My boy Ant for always doing a great, awesome, you know, golfing event. My boy Ruben Brown. You know, my little league team, Eyes Exclusive. You know, hey, you know, everybody, you know, make sure you log in to Wellful Sports on the daily.
Seriously, you'd be silly not to be tapping in WUFO Sports. Make sure you're making it part of your daily regimen. Make sure you're getting Muki in part of your daily regimen. Can't go on there. Thanks for checking in with us, Muki, and make sure to go have a good night now.
Go Bills.
Always good to hear from our friend Muki Hawkins, and obviously we'll be looking forward to seeing him and his coverage all from training camp for that big month and a half ahead to Bills season. We are just 55 days away from Bills season. We're 81 days away from Sabre season. So this is the time to lock in, get your priorities straight, and get ready for sports season, folks. I know I will. Tonight, we do have the Home Run Derby. There will be a great party, great crew of us going to Sports City Pizza Pub on Niagara Street to hang out for the game. We do all have a person that we're rooting for, a horse in this race, a horse in this derby, so to speak. So we'll be hanging out with All-American Marcus Fuqua from the University of Buffalo Bulls. He'll be stopping by, hanging out with us. So if you want to see him, you want to talk about Bulls season, which is, you know, just that itself is less than about 45 days away. Definitely come on out and see that. And then later this week on Saturday, we have MafiaCon. 5 Bills in attendance, podcasters, entertainers, content. And I'm pretty sure, you know, it's being run by 26 Shirts and Del Reed. So you want to talk about getting a bang for your buck. I think it's $20 ticket. From what I hear, a Bills fan would be crazy not to spend $20 to go there and hang out and see what's happening. So excited, obviously, to reek up with this crew, see who will be out this weekend, see the Bills who will be out this weekend. Obviously, I think there's Keon Coleman, Dorian Williams, a couple others, Cole Bishop that are signed up to sign. But the thing with the Bills is when one of them has an event, a couple of them have an event, you never know who is going to show up. So with that said, very exciting and looking forward to that this weekend. That's a quick wrap. The short train wreck tonight. No reason to stretch it out. If we got a big week ahead, we obviously have a big start to the week with the Home Run Derby and All-Star game, but we'll have a lull in the middle. Then it's the British Open. Scotty returning. Can he continue his dominance in this golf season? And then after that week, it'll be time for the Bills season. So with that said, let's strap in, enjoy the vlog, and everyone go have a good night now.
As far as this game goes, you know, it's a whole different game. Now you're throwing the ball first.
Congratulations. Listen, I'm going to let you guys go show off.
That's right.
Folks, put on your cowboy boots and hop in the saddle because it's Clay Walker. Soon enough, these seats will all be filled. Clay Walker will be up on that stage, ripping everyone's face off. It's going to be a great time. Some would call it an out-of-body experience. Some would call it a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But for these people here, it's just rocking the downs.
Song here for you. This one's called Come On. I'm so afraid that I might drown. I don't know what I was going out to be.
All right, we are hanging out here, rocking the downs. Mr. 500 points, Danny Garrett. Danny, she's hitting it out of the park right now.
Yes, she is. Actually, she's just saying happy birthday to her dad.
You gotta love that. You ready for Clay Walker?
I am. Clay's my man.
Let's go. We're rocking the downs, baby. Love me this whole time, Thurman. It's been nothing but love from day one.
Yeah, it has been love, but I still to this point do not like the media. So, but I like you.
I'm not the media guy. We're gonna deal with facts only right now, okay? It's a Friday, and that means you're gonna find this guy here at Batavia Downs, Thurman, Clay Walker. We're ready to rock the Downs.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, that's where I'm out here almost every Friday, coming out here, and it's a great show. You know, it's Batavia Downs has done a great job of really promoting this, and I've met a lot of great people out here. You know what you don't normally get to do, but
there's no end to the greatness here at Batavia Downs.
Right, exactly. It's the best place in the world, baby.
Seriously. With that said, I know you have a little back of your brain. Bill's training camp coming up 2 weeks out. It's always on the brain. It's built into your DNA. With that said, what's one storyline that you're looking forward to in training camp?
One storyline that I'm really looking forward to in training camp is to see how our closer is supposed to be. And that closer being Von Miller. I think, hey, look, I know a lot of people were upset about, but you know what? It's really difficult to come back from an ACL. You know, it usually takes about a year to get over it. Trust me, I know all about it. It took me a year to get over it when I was in college in 1986, and he's had a couple of them now. So that's the storyline that I'm looking for, because if he's out there on the football field, it makes Greg Rousseau.
Yeah. It makes everyone better.
It makes everyone better.
A little easier for Eddie O in the middle.
Everybody. And so, yeah, I'm looking, that would probably be my my storyline going into training camp and really going into the first game of the season against Arizona.
Now I really want to hear the Thurman Thomas storyline. It's July 12th. What do you want to have done by the end of summer?
What do I want to have done by the end of
play 10 rounds of golf, maybe hang out with the friends? Come on.
Nope, I want to shoot an 80.
Okay, shoot an 80. You and me both. Can we do it at Bobo Links one time?
Not at Bobo Links. It got to be at a real course.
Glen Oak?
Glen Oak, we can go. Yeah.
All right, Glen Oak, you, me, and Thurm. This train never stops. We're rocking the Downs, baby. That'd be awesome. We'll set it up. Maybe the stars will align. Maybe the stars will align. I never told so.
Be always aware of your surroundings. Beautiful day for some ball.
Little side VIP entry here at Delaware. Hey! Look at this place though. This place is bumping. Is that Slick subbing in? Let's go City Buffalo. Folks, what a day. Delaware Park, BEA, beautiful weather for the Crossbar Athletics second annual 3v3 basketball tournament. We got Poncho's Army, we got Buffalo Go, we got all these teams ready to go. We got every court filled. We got the Heroes of Marvel of Western New York. We got Stevie chumming it up. It is going to be a hell of a day. So strap in and let's go Buffalo.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you guys for coming out and showing out. This is what it's about. You know what I mean? Community, competition, and just handling business and having fun. That's the motto. And seeing we won't be able to do any of this without you guys, so we appreciate it a lot.
You guys go win by 2? Yeah. Make it take it?
Yeah.
No.
Make it take it.
Alternate.
All right, we're here with Kimmy, and Kimmy, what's one thing everyone's got this morning?
Straight juice.
There's a lot of juice. Like, let's go. I got the juice. All right, folks. Sometimes you need the glue to hold it together. We got David. David, anyone getting out of line along the tournament? I hear you keeping everyone in order.
I'm trying to. You know, I'm gonna put them in the headlock if they act up. So
let's go. Let's go. No messing with David. Let's go.
Better not.
Either come in or give it. Yeah. Shorter person, get down. You. In the white. Or it don't matter. Yeah.
I saw it. Pancho looking for a lane. You got an option. Oh, and one. And one. Nobody's missing right now. What the fuck is going on? We're better than the NBA. Oh my God! That might be gay. It's close to game. No one is missing. Nickel City versus Pancho's Army is lights out. Right to the cut. Oh, good D. Oh my God. How do you get? Oh, easy layup. Oh.
Money ball, high block club.
How are you not ready to go on your court? Come on, it's game day, baby.
Stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready.
Woohoo! He said it.
Let's get yellow.
All right, folks, we're here at 166 Chandler Street. It's no secret. Anyone who knows sports know that bubble sports always have a monster, party-sized Lay's chip on their shoulder. And it's no question why. It's because bubbles get questioned. Think about the NBA bubble. That got questioned. That got, validity questioned all the time, still to today. And that's why we're here at the Bubble Hockey Tournament presented by Justition, presented by West Herb, presented by Smolder Society. We're going to see if Bubbled can see what they're worth. And let's go.
That bracket is being updated. We got teams winning games, nor double elimination anymore, nor is it win by 2. Rules are being changed on the fly.
Folks, we are here on Chandler Street, and you can see there is no bubble to the action. We are underway. Players are vying for that championship belt, and we are going here at the Smolder Society Justition Bubble Hockey Tournament. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
We got the underdogs and why so serious on the court. Big game matchup. Drone is in the air for this one, whether you can see it or not. But we got action on both sides of the court and on every court in this damn park. Let's go.
All right, folks, not surprising. The big names are out, so we ran into Dwayne O'Mania here at the Bubble Hockey event. Dwayne, I know people have been down on the Sabres offseason so far. What's one move GMKA could make that would make you happy with this offseason? One move.
Top 6 winger.
Any top 6 winger. You're not being needy. You're not being needy.
Or a defenseman for your top 4 that's not named Yoki Haru or Tia Samuelson. That'd be great.
That's a little tough. People, I think Samuelson's gonna have a bounce back year. So we'll see. Let's get the top 6. Let's get the top 6.
I think he will too. It's just I don't want to depend on a guy who's always injured.
It's true.
what was the controversy at the end there? What was all that about?
Because we were down. It was 14-13. We were down 1. We hit the deuce. They tried to end the game. They thought it was going to be win by deuce. There's no point of win by deuce if we were down 1.
Yeah,
we hit the deuce. That's game. Get the fuck off the court.
They did clarify that early on. We're on to the next round. What's your goal going forward?
I'm trying to win this on. $1,000. I'm trying to make that mine.
Trying to make that guap. Does this train ever stop?
I don't know how the train never stops. The game at 5 right after this.
Stay tuned.
We're done. Folks, we are here at Crossbar's second annual basketball tournament. I'm here with Gino. Gino, big tournament. You got 3 horses in this race. How are we doing?
There's some tough guys, tough competition out there. Some tough competition. We're struggling.
Hey, seriously, it's a struggle out there. Everyone's working, everyone's grinding. With that said, working, grinding, something you've done all your life as a Bills fan, and it paid off in 2021 as Fan of the Year.
Correct. Yeah, we've had season tickets in '74, so this will be year 51 for us. But in 2021, I was selected as a Fan of the Year. Got to go out to SoFi for the Super Bowl with the Rams Bengals, which should have been the Bills Super Bowl, but.
Very fair take. With that said, so you've been a season ticket for 51 years. What was your reaction when you heard about, the potential costs for PSLs, things like that?
I'm old school. I like my stadium. Okay. I don't need a new one.
Okay, I like that. I don't mind that take at all. With that said, what are you looking forward to most at training camp? What storyline do you have your eyes on?
The depth of the receiver. See where they're going with it. See who's going to step up, who's going to be the man, who's going to be the 6 or 7 guys that they keep.
Love to see that. And does this train ever stop?
Never.
Let's go. Awesome, man.
Boys, as the bracket dwindles down, is Crossbar the team to beat thus far?
Hey, you never know, man.
There's a lot of good teams out here, good vibes.
Anybody's taking it home. Anybody's got this one. B2A's looking nice. Underdog's looking nice. Remember Joe took it last year. Still the champs.
A lot of good teams here, a lot of good games to be played. Stay tuned.
We're grinding the fields down. I think we're down to the finals of the winners bracket. We got that going on out there. We got, Anthony holding court there. Nothing else is new, and we'll see what's going on. We're moving around. Let's Quick breakdown. Give me a quick breakdown. We saw the end. No. I got to know. I didn't see exactly what. Talk it through. Talk it through.
I'm saying? We here to bury the violence, guys. We ain't here to start it. Feel me?
Come down like, holy shit, these are fucking amazing. Then we found out they're from Danny's. I'm like, what? You're like a maple something. I'm like, right? I'm like, oh my god, these are incredible. So friends of mine were doing a chicken wing party like 4 months later.
You're earning that run up. You're earning
run that keep.
Dead fucking last, right? I didn't realize there's Danny's South and Danny's by the airport. 2 different wings.
Which one did you get?
I get went by the airport.
Yeah, I figured you did. Cheek to Vegas. Shout out to Al.
Folks, what a time here. We're at the Rift Society here?
No, Smolder Society.
Smolder Society, but Rift City. I'm sorry. I'm sure. Okay, I don't even know what's going on. But with that said, we are here at the Bubble Hockey Tournament with the Justician boys, doing things like they always do. Amazing tournament so far. We're about halfway through. How are the competitors doing?
These guys are amazing. The skill level is crazy. Some of the setup plays, I would never think of in a million years. They're in a league of their own. It's really fascinating to see.
Shout out to the talent and skill we're seeing. Nick, obviously, not just one thing happened at a Justician event. There's about 6 to 7 things going on.
There is a lot going on. We've got probably 9 games going on at one time. Adam's somewhere over there shooting content with a bubble hockey machine. We've got Arda here from ESPN, which has been unreal, hosting the entire event. So took over the Dishin story too. So
I was gonna say today Dishin is the worldwide leader in sports technically, and then Matt, obviously amazing crew. We got Baby Dishin in making an appearance here. Is this the first public appearance at an event for Baby Dishin?
Oh no, she's been in a few before. She's been in New Era. What else, boy? She's been in a couple of Dishin events so far, so she's no stranger.
Always good vibes when we got Baby Dishin. Always good vibes with the crew here. Thanks, boys, and thanks for having us as always. This train and this Dishin train never stops. Oh, by the way, real quick.
The East Coast sauce is fucking hitting. That's all I'm going to say. The East Coast sauce is hitting.
Larry something from Wisconsin. Larry something from Wisconsin.
Folks, Big Slick here. You'll never know who you'll run into at a bubble hockey tournament. Jimmy Carderas, 2-decade WWE referee. How'd you do in the tournament, man?
I'm loving it, man. Bringing back memories. I used to play bubble hockey all the time, but it's been a little while, so I'm a little rusty, and I did get my butt kicked a little bit here.
Did Arda get you up on the round robin?
Yeah, he one-upped me only because of goal differential. Other than that, we had an even score, so I'll let him have this one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But when two wrestling fans, marks, if you will, like us, hear that there's a 2-decade referee that was tenured by the WWE in the building, we have to ask him questions. And we've heard that you refereed a WrestleMania main event. Can you tell us a little bit about that main event?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was WrestleMania 24, Edge versus Undertaker. The best part about it was I wasn't scheduled to referee that match originally. It was Edge and Undertaker who requested me for that match. Edge and I, local Toronto boys, we have to stick together. You know how it is. But getting that honor from them, and it was an absolute privilege, and I couldn't have been more thrilled and humbled and to be a part of that. It was very, very special.
That was really awesome. The Ontario boys always stick together. Love Adam and what he's doing with his current product. But that might not have been your favorite match you ever refereed. What is it if it's not that WrestleMania main event?
It definitely ranks up there. But as far as favorite matches, oh man, where do I start? There was one SummerSlam match that opened up with Kurt Angle and Eddie and Rey Mysterio, which really was a banger, as the kids say nowadays, a banger. But the TLC matches that I got to be a part of, pretty much all of them, and watch them evolve from the first one to the third one.
Those are some of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, and great moments there, especially when you see my buddy Edge spearing Jeff Hardy while Jeff was hanging from the things. One of the most incredible moments in history that people still talk about to this day.
I think when you rank iconic moments in WWE history, obviously the TLC matches come up, and I think that's right there in the top 3, and it's not 3.
No, it's not 3. It's maybe 1A and 1B.
Agreed, and you got to be a part of that match, which is awesome. Do you keep up with any of the current product today?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I stay up on all the current product, WWE, AEW, and whatever else I could find time to squeeze in, because there's a lot of it out there. But I still love it. I'm podcasting about it now, and I love to talk, and that's what I do now. I talk all about wrestling.
We love to talk too, and we love to talk about wrestling. Who's your favorite wrestler that's captured your attention so far in 2024? I'll leave it at that.
I'm going to go old school only because the guy is so good. Randy Orton, and I've said it before on Twitter and all my social media, is the most complete wrestler on the planet. Every little thing, attention to detail he does is so picture perfect. And, I love his work. There's guys in AEW. I'll tell you who. How do you not? Bryan Danielson. The guy's
about a main event Wembley.
Yeah, but the guy's amazing. Not only as an in-ring performer, but a storyteller. I'm a big fan of ring psychology, and he's amazing.
Two absolute professionals as well as you. Does this train ever stop?
Well, there comes a time where you have to park the train at the station, but every once in a while, everyone's got one more left in them, so you never know.
You never know when that gong might hit. Good night now. Jimmy Cordero.
The boys are back, and he appears. I believe in Slick L.
The MC is still here.
We out here. Trying to see who's going to take that one.
You never know when it's going to need to be brought back in.
Stop playing. No, it's Red's ball. We stopped playing because he was arguing with the ref. The ref didn't make the call, so we stopped.
Don't listen to what we say. Don't listen to what we say. Don't listen to what we say.
But what I'm saying is they're still calling foul, so they still think they should foul.
But I'm not gonna lie.
We think we can shot the ball.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. How did he not? You heard the
call. He doesn't get it.
But I'm saying, if y'all saying we don't get it,
play through it. Play through it. Yeah, that shit got flat. It needs some milk.
It's the way he presses it.
Come on, y'all. Why you arguing?
Don't talk to the referees. They can get you a ball. I love you. They win it again, man. Back-to-back champions. They said we do this with Joe. Written on the shirt for that Joe, baby.
All right, folks, they ain't throwing up peace signs. We got Forever Joel throwing up the 2 times here. They are the 2-time Crossbar Athletics second annual basketball 3v3 champs. What was the key to getting it done? It felt like it was a little uneasy there in that championship matchup.
We just came out here, we did it. Shout out to everybody.
Stood on staying together. Okay, staying together was key. Staying together just like a team would. With that key, what was the biggest thing you had to overcome in this tournament?
I just want to get positioned down low, just trying to get the easiest bucket for my team and just trying to get this W, get out of here, man.
You got the W and you got out of here. Let me tell you something, though. 2-time champs, you are going to have a bullseye the size of Western New York on your back next year. So with that said, what's the key to making it a 3-time?
Just stay at it, keep working, man. I love the competition. Everybody love coming out. I appreciate everybody coming out. Good runs. Keep it going.
Shout out Stevie Johnson. Shout out Crossbar Athletics. Shout out all these amazingly sexy and great-looking people who showed up here in Delaware Park. And shout out Forever Joel. They are your Crossbar Athletic 2-time champions, second annual champions. Shout out to them. Good night now.
2016, I had this jumping. 12 sheets. 12 sheets of acid. LSD. Sheets of acid. Sheets of acid. Oh, what? Long day. First time I ever seen that. All right. All their tops fucking hurt. Vermouth? Vermouth? Vermouth?
You know,
mine? Lower and lower, right, gradually. OV ho. OV ho. Said 2000 on a had it. Whoa.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Tastes great. Tastes great.
What is it?
These
So
ones?
this is sesame, that's buffalo chicken.
Buffalo chicken.
Cheddar buffalo chicken, sesame.
And chicken. Chicken, yeah. But like you don't, yeah. Sweet chili sauce is good, but I don't know.
All right, I'll eat one and then Slick will rotate.
No, I'm good, I'm good.
Really good.
Really good, really good. Slick, have one.
Really?
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Of course, we all got tickets together.
Yeah. That one is the buffalo chicken one.
Yeah, oh, that sounds great.
Yeah. Ready to go. I like the crust.
Yeah, it just feels like something you get at a restaurant, and that's really a credit at the Taste of Buffalo, truthfully.
And it was half.
It's a nice and easy appetizer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah! Slick strength cold.
Slick Saturday.
Your mission is complete.
Thank you. Y'all enjoy yourself. Have fun.
Shout out Savannah.
That's right.
Slick Savannah.